a small side channel. That might hold some fish. South Fork snake is known for its side channels. They're pretty large. They're almost the size of small rivers on their own right. And the water's ripping. Yeah, here's a pretty good side channel. Looks pretty nice. Just give this a shot. Feeling I probably won't catch many fish today. Just because I'm really unfamiliar with this river and it's so huge. It's really hard to fish from the bank. Barely reached the spot. Current's literally I'm slipping on the gravel because the current is so strong. It's a pretty good drift. Stonefly on the surface. So I keep saying stonefly. They're obviously the salmonflies I'm talking about. Or some yellow Sallys, like I said earlier, but they're so small you wouldn't be able to see them on the surface really. It's really hard to get a drift, got a little bit of drag on it. Key is just to get the line ahead of the indicator. Keep it ahead, don't let it even get parallel. The water's moving this fast. By the time it gets parallel, then you go to mend, it's too late. You're already kind of jerking a little too much on your indicator. In this rough of water, when you go to mend, and the indicator moves a little bit, it's no big deal. The water's moving so fast. Those nymphs are kind of getting jerked around anyway. So a slight little drag on the indicator when you're mending doesn't really hurt your drift all that much. It would be ideal, obviously, to have it not move at all. I think I fished that pretty good. Let's try this side channel. That was a fish at first. So far I haven't really been tempted to Euro nymph. It's because of the distances involved casting. It'd be quite a chore to tightline each spot. Man, these side channels. Like I said, they're almost like a river unto themselves. I can't really go much farther. Oh no. Should have seen that coming. Decided to put a Frenchie on the bottom. That snag. And that snag there, I just lost my rubber legs. That was on the bottom. So I got a size 14 Frenchie on. It's actually a decent imitation of pale morning dawn nymph. Ooh, that's kind of suspicious. Indicator kind of darted down there. There you go, that's a fish. Yeah, that probably was a fish taking earlier. It's primarily Yellowstone cutthroats in here. Snake River or spotted cutthroat. Oh, he took the Frenchie. Some brown trout and the dreaded whitefish, and that might be a whitefish. No, it's a whitefish. It's bringing back bad memories. When I fished this in the fall 2 years ago, I probably caught 1,000 whitefish. Saw a fish feeding. It's like a little drop off right in front of me. Right about here. There's a flash. There's a fish. That's a trout. Whitefish don't jump. Rainbow. I didn't think there were any left. I've been trying to eradicate them, I think. So I don't want them breeding with the cutthroat. There's like a no limit on them or something like that. Big fish. Try to move my indicator up a little bit. It's pretty deep in there. Let's move it up a foot. I just saw another fish feeding. Yeah, it's better. Looks like I'm ticking the bottom. Oh, the fish just rose. There's a fish. Yeah, getting just a little bit deeper. The difference there. Can't tell what this is. Kind of has a brown trout feel to it. Could just as easily be a whitefish. This is a trout. Usually whitefish, every 3 or 4 seconds they'll do this little wobble. It's almost like kind of uniform too. You get used to it after a while. Well, this guy's fighting pretty good. Yeah, that's a trout. Maybe a cutthroat. Oh, brown trout maybe. Yeah, brown trout. Oh, he took the stonefly too. That's a pretty good fish. Sorry, let's see if I couldn't get a good look for you guys, but it's about 15, maybe 16 inches. It's a nice fish. It's a good fish. Oh no! Oh man, that was a solid fish. That's too bad. Looked about 17, 18 inches. Damn it. Very soft take. Damn it. I just kind of guessed that there might be a fish on. That's too bad. I got a decent look at him too, so. Looked like maybe a cutthroat. Oh, there's first drift on it. It's the first one of the day. See a fish right. You saw that. There's salmonfly floating around the surface there. The fish took him out. I'm still thinking about that fish I lost. Damn it. That would have been my biggest cutthroat. Personal best. I take that back. In terms of just cutthroat, yeah. In terms of cutthroat, I've caught in Lahatan, pretty big Lahatans from Pyramid Lake. So that would have been my personal best cutthroat that wasn't at Lahatan. Kind of strange, the drift boats sort of just stopped. So it looks like I got a little window here to walk out, fish the main current out here. Oh, there's fish. Just sitting right on that shelf. Looks like a cutthroat too. Battery ran out, but I was able to land. It's about 13, maybe 14-inch Yellowstone cutthroat. Took the Frenchie. So far the fish have been ignoring seem to be ignoring the huge stonefly pattern I have on. You'd think, seeing that floating down, they would rather eat that. Brown trout like it. That fish is just sitting right on the shelf here. Another one. Again on the Frenchie. It's got to be the pale morning duns. There's got to be a lot of them moving about on the bottom. Which kind of makes sense. Most of the salmonflies. Oh, it's a whitefish. Most of the salmonfly nymphs have already pretty much emerged. There still should be some golden stones out there. Another fish. See some more pale morning duns coming off. It's got to be what they're doing. It's just sitting on the shelf, picking off the nymphs. They're coming from this gravel here. This gravel is kind of the prime habitat for pale morning duns. Oh, there's a fish actually sitting right below me in the shallow water. This fish kind of bumped him. Spooked him. Looks like a cutthroat. Is that a rainbow? Rainbow. Probably lower down the river, you probably will see more rainbows than you would further up. I set my indicator pretty deep. Thought I'd give this little deeper water a try now. I can tell this is a honey spot for the guides. A couple drift boats go by, kind of looking at me. Kind of wishing I wasn't here. I think this one guy, he's camped up. I think he's literally just sitting here waiting for me to go. I'm starting to hear thunder in the distance. It may take me off the river. I'll go get some lunch, head upstream.